Damn, I thought he was one shot.
Finish him.
Bro, his power right now is reading 9,000. What is reality?
We should have called Nerd Godz.
Excellent.
Enemy won't get their money back. I knew the mob wouldn't go down without a fight, but this is different. We've crossed the line.
You crossed the line first, so you squeezed them, you hammered them to the point of desperation. And in their desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand.
Things aren't complicated, Alfred. We just need to figure out what he's after.
Coming to you live from the Legion of Doom, it's your boy Jake.
It's your boy Big Rich.
And together we are
the Nerd Godz.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go. And real quick before we kind of move forward, want to do a very big shout out to our camera guy. We got Jeffrey over there. Jeffrey, say hello to the people for us, yo.
Big Hefe in the building.
Hello, people.
AKA the final boss.
And very, very special thank you for Spider Guy putting up in the back. And can we get a good wave at Spider Guy over there? Shout out Spider Guy, yo. But thank you guys. It's episode 3 of the Nerd Godz. We're going to do a quick shout out to AviveEntertainment.com. Be sure to check out any and everything Avive Entertainment related, including us.
Yup. Shout out 806 The Show.
Shout out Oh So Young World.
Already know the deal.
Yes, let's get to it.
All right.
So real quick, let's before we kind of dive into everything, I felt like we should kind of acknowledge the past couple episodes that we've done. And I've noticed, or some people may have said it, but we've been very, very heavily Marvel influenced.
Yeah, as of lately. That's been the wave as of right now.
It is and some of y'all may think it's a little unfair. So this is for you. This episode, we're not talking about Marvel. We're talking about its counterpart, the DC Universe.
Let's go.
So a lot of things going on with DC,
There's a lot of stuff going around.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh God,
I can't wait.
It's some juicy stuff, and I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, man. So what do you want to start with?
Actually, very, very crucial. Want to do a quick, respectful rest in peace to Kevin Conroy. And if you don't know who that man is, ask somebody.
Look it up. Kevin Conroy was the voice of Batman, the animated series. I used to catch that show on Cartoon Network. And to me personally, that's my Batman.
That is my Batman.
That's my Batman. That's who I grew up with. That's my Batman.
That is my Batman too. So I'm sure any and everybody if you're a 90s kid and you were introduced to Batman, the voice that you probably hear in your head when you think of Batman talking is Kevin Conroy.
There it is.
So
R.I.P. to that man, legend, the
greatest.
Much respect.
The greatest. So he definitely put on to it and definitely introduced a legendary character into our lives, your lives too. Spider Guy's live over there.
Let's go.
Jeffrey's over there. You. So that being said,
I mean, since we're talking about Batman,
I feel like it's appropriate.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know you came up about some news in terms of movie wise anyways, that DC's on the chopping block for a lot of movies, bro.
Yo, absolutely.
It is crazy. This dude is cleaning house, bro. He's pulling an Elon Musk.
Somebody grabbed a broom and just says sweep everything. Like, you know what I mean?
And to be honest, like, I don't know, as harsh as it is, to be real, like, I don't know, if it kind of feels like it's necessary. I think they need a reboot.
Yeah, so definitely what DCEU has going on. They definitely need to kind of like reshuffle the cards and just kind of like just play your hand again
and start over.
Yeah, they did. I think it was necessarily needed, but at the same time, I think the timing was so. This is why we're obviously talking about it. So like, wow, because we just seen Black Adam, where it was a whole new anti-hero, just kind of pulling up to the front and kind of almost revitalizing the DC formula. I mean,
and I mean, I haven't seen it, but I've heard. You know what? I've only heard like okay things.
Yeah,
that's it. No one. I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, that movie was trash."
Yeah,
it's just okay.
Yeah, and actually, you know,
which is fine because most of the DC movies are not just okay. They're either just not good. All right, we'll just stop there. I don't want to trash it.
No, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, like, I mean,
be humble.
We'll be easy on that. We'll be easy on that. But definitely, there's a couple movies in there that would get a 4 rating too. So, but you know how it is. So, whole thing that they blew up, just to kind of just touch over. There was a whole new man on board steering the ship right at the Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, creative director James Gunn is taking the helm on the whole creative approach and reimagination of the DC universe. So which I'm excited for.
Yeah, James Gunn's definitely big.
You know what I mean? Like, he did a great job with Guardians of the Galaxy. So I mean, I feel like it's only up from here.
Yeah, 100%. So I see some positive things, and we actually heard like a recent, included within that whole reshuffle, the whole recasting of Aquaman.
Yep.
Jason Momoa.
I'm not mad at it, bro.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
So Jason Momoa is no longer who you guys grew up with Aquaman, because I didn't watch that, unfortunately. Yeah. But fortunately, up to you to decide. But recasted him as Lobo going forward into the whole new revision, and I thought that was a very, very exciting for me.
Yeah. I mean, real quick, I was never really a fan of Aquaman. Jason Momoa took the role of Aquaman, and he became cool. Yeah. Like I liked him. I liked his character, his portrayal of the character. But now we're talking about Lobo.
Yeah,
Lobo is he's a space mercenary.
Yep.
But he's crazy. He's absolutely. He's like almost. I don't know, maybe this might be far-fetched, but he's almost like a really bad version of Wolverine.
Yeah, actually, you beat me to it. You got me there. I was going to say Wolverine meets like a Deadpool.
Like a Deadpool, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like, and he's he has that whole Ghost Rider flow with the motorcycle, which is pretty cool.
It's like all those 3 characters in one.
Yeah, absolutely. So like, you owe me a Coke.
I've heard that. Rip.
But so I think it gives the DCEU a whole new opportunity to not some of the movies, like, you know, superhero movies, they took a very serious approach. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that was necessarily the tone that they should have had. Maybe it didn't work, obviously, in the last couple of movies. But with James Gunn on it and a character like Lobo, he's known for breaking the fourth wall.
Yep.
So that they can have a lot of fun with this. So, like, you know, some of the movies maybe still that darker tone, but more comedic approach where you can actually, like, have just some more involvement, I guess. You know what I mean? So, like, nothing better than making you laugh. Especially with somebody fun.
So it kind of, I don't know. Again, like, who knows how the movie's going to turn out? But I can't help to think that the final product will have an echo to Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I kind of hope that's not the case too much, because Deadpool already inhabits that kind of way of, his character is just that way, and so what I'm actually trying to say is that when this movie does come out, I hope it has it's comedian tones, but it's also a darker side. So I'm hoping for a rated R movie.
I am too.
I'm hoping for a rated R movie.
Too. I absolutely am. And I think that's where they kind of need to push the envelope with superhero movies. Granted that Deadpool, their first couple Deadpools are rated R, but they were just still more, they were rated R because of the excessive violence, but
was it rated R, Jeffrey?
The first couple Deadpools?
Yeah, it was rated R. Yeah, both of them.
Well, I thought it was PG-13.
So they did they ended up reshooting the movie for a PG-13 version.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So which is cool, which is fun to kind of think they introduced the character to more of a general audience. But I think people just need to stop holding punches with some of these comic book characters. Not everything's all flowers and dandies.
Rainbows and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at the Batman movie.
Batman movie had a dark tone and everything.
And it was phenomenal. So.
Great movie.
Yeah, so movie. I'm like, so I got to tell you, with the whole reboot and everything, I'm so nervous about a lot of things that they had lined up.
Okay.
So first biggest question is, I think they answered, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. The Batman isn't affected, that whole Robert Pattinson.
No, he's good.
He's good?
He's good.
Oh, thank you.
They're saving him. There's a few superheroes that are on the chopping block.
Ooh.
Which one kind of hurt me the most? Because out of all the DC movies, aside from the most recent Batman, I want to say the only good one was Wonder Woman. That's it. Wonder Woman was fire.
Yeah,
and she's on the chopping block. She's on the chopping block to be reimagined.
Yeah.
So,
which is a shame because she actually got to a full out trilogy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
She was
like right there.
She was believable. I genuinely thought that she was Diane. That was her.
Call it Diane. I feel you, right?
Right.
Diane.
Shout out Wonder Woman.
Shout out Wonder Woman. So what do you think did they announce Black Adam is going to be the same approach too?
Cut. It's a cut.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, it's a cut. It didn't do well in the box office, unfortunately.
Well enough. They broke even. Oh, they broke even, right?
Yeah, no, they wanted to exceed. They're under. Warner Brothers is under right now.
Yikes.
So
that's crazy too.
that's fine.
Yo, The Rock, you always be my hero. You did a good job, my brother. So kudos to you. But
you know what I am happy about is that they're. I think Ben Affleck said that he wasn't going to do Batman anymore. This is a hot take.
Thank goodness.
Ben Affleck as Batman, I do not like.
Nope.
At all.
Right there with him. Jeffrey, where do you stand? Can we get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? That's a thumbs down, yo.
No, it's all good. Again, I'm excited for the future for the DC universe. And
yeah, me too.
Because they need a. Because I'm a fan of DC. I truly am. You know what I mean? And for a while, the movies weren't hitting. So what I did was I converted to the animated series that's on HBO Max.
My God!
And some of the animated movies that they have on HBO Max, gold.
That
gold
is where the life of DC is. Like, obviously the comics are pretty good, and some might even say arguably DC comics are better than Marvel, and I respect that because I've dipped and dabbled in some of the comics and everything.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm happy that on a screen for like a visual moving animation kind of thing that at least DC hits the animated shows. Because I'm going to tell you, characters like Constantine, who we haven't seen in years, unfortunately, but he's coming back. I'm
excited.
We'll see. Well, he's coming back
because that's a darker character.
And
I like darkness in my stories. And you know what it is? It's not even so much darkness. I just like shock factor.
Yeah,
I like the shock factor.
Yeah.
Like if things are getting like really like intense and on the edge of my seat, and all of a sudden something out of nowhere, like like comes at it. I'm getting excited.
No,
I'm getting excited.
I feel you because so one of the first animated shows that I watched was I think it was called The Flashpoint. Okay. Where essentially Barry Allen, who, if you guys don't know who Barry Allen is, he is the Flash. He possesses something called the Speed Force that allows him to go super fast speeds and actually manipulate time to a certain degree. Right. So he wanted to prevent his mother's death, and by him doing that, obviously kind of allowed some cascading effects in the present where things weren't right, where Thomas Wayne was Batman instead of Bruce Wayne, and Thomas Wayne is Batman's dad, and he was shooting people. he was actually out there shooting people.
It's wild. It was crazy. Yeah, and that's dope. That's dope. I like that. See, that's that shock factor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly. I just remember just seeing that animated, because for some reason, when you're watching those shows, those animated shows, you kind of forget that they're animated just because
you really do, bro.
Because of how dark the storytelling elements are.
Oh shoot, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, I'm watching a cartoon. It's like, oh, this is very real. You're very, very real. So that's where it shined, and of course with that unique storylines like that, interpretations of different Batmans or different variations of those comic book characters, are also introduced to the obscure ones like Constantine,
right.
That many people may not have know of. I'm sure people know Martian Manhunter, but they don't know Martian Manhunter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or even Green Lantern.
Especially
and there's so many different versions of Green Lantern. There's so many, and that with that being said, so many versions of Green Lantern. There's different backstories to each one of them.
Yeah,
so
very prominent.
That's another one. What was I going to say? So since we're talking about animated series, one of my favorite ones was the Injustice whole line.
Goodness gracious!
So here's the thing, and it's so weird for me to say this because I respect Superman as a character, but is he my favorite? Absolutely not. But Superman in Injustice, man.
God, God.
He did not care.
Yeah,
he did not care. He was just killing everybody.
So what is he? Just a side note, just to break off. What is it about Superman that you don't like? Because I think it's probably the same reason why I don't like him.
I think it's the goody two shoes kind of way of looking at life.
Yeah.
He sees the good in everyone, and he.
It's almost to the point where he's a little naive. He kind of, who he reminds me of?
Scout.
Yeah, who he reminds me of? He reminds me of a less ignorant, and I don't mean ignorant as in rude or anything like that. I mean it as in just not knowing, kind of naive.
Naivety.
You know what I mean? He kind of reminds me of Goku. I know that's a little off, but
it's a good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good comparison.
Goku's really strong, but Goku's for those that actually watch anime and Dragon Ball Z, you already know who Goku is. He's very naive. He's goofy. He's fun, the lovable character, and that's where Superman is just the very adult. He's the pinnacle of what man. What he represents, the pinnacle of what man should be, or humanity, where he's good, noble, and all that other stuff.
Which is a good counterbalance because Batman kind of somewhat stands for all those kind of values, but he's more of a let's get down to business.
Yeah.
He doesn't, no shortcuts, no nothing. The fastest, quickest, easiest way that he could take you down, he's going to do.
Contingencies on contingencies, nothing in good faith. So, yeah, definitely a good, heads or tails thing. But an Injustice where Superman just comes into turns.
Superman,
and he's just
so if you guys don't know, really briefly, Superman loses his family. They kill Lois Lane and his son.
It was the Joker, wasn't it?
It was a Joker.
Yo, bad dude alert.
Oh no. And then Superman decides to essentially police the world.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow the rules as you're supposed to, you gonna get it.
Absolutely.
And
nobody wants Clark Kent walking at you, pulling up at your door, readjusting you.
Exactly.
No, like, you know what I mean? It's not working out like that. That's a last resort kind of thing.
Yeah, man. So just to finish that up, a few of the superheroes go against what he's trying to accomplish, and they get the business. They get folded and
no laundry.
Yeah, and they die. He actually accidentally kills his dad, and so that enrages him even more.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it gets dark. Man, that's the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that. Like, So, with that being said, it's hot take really quick. But some of the villains in DC, or like the darker, or actually, it's just ludicrous. I feel like nervous to say this because I feel like this is ludicrous, but I feel like some of the DC villains are just a little bit more rooted in just badassness because of just how dark or far they're willing to go, and whether that villain is a traditional villain or a superhero turned villain,
right.
It's always like a notch above like a counterpart. In most case scenarios, you know what I mean, with DC. Because we were talking about this, another obscure character that I hope that with the whole reboot of DC they introduce something like this. But the Batman, the Batman that laughs, or the man that laughs,
somehow, some way, they can throw him in there
somehow, or even if it's an animated series.
I'm down.
Oh my god,
I'm down.
Oh my
I'm down.
God.
DC, please make it happen.
Please.
Yo, DC knows that's a fan favorite.
Oh god, can we actually?
They know.
Since we're telling these people, man, let's assume these people don't know. Can we put some respect on the man that laughs? Should I?
Yeah, yo, I know that's your character. Yo, the stage is yours. Go ahead. Y'all in for a treat.
For y'all that don't know, or you think you know, but really maybe not know, the man that laughs is a interpretation of Batman who not accidentally because the Joker had something to do with it, but I don't want to spoil too much. He inhales the Joker serum and he turns into not the Joker, but a Jokerized version of Batman. So if y'all know who everybody knows who the Joker is. I'm not going to explain that. Like, no way. That's fair, right?
For sure.
Jeffrey, is that fair?
That's pretty fair.
All right, word. Not going to explain who the Joker is, but think of the Joker with the resources like Batman, the fighting prowess of Batman, the the knowledge of Batman, and most importantly, he got the juice like Batman.
The juice.
You know what I'm saying? Just turning the whole universe upside down.
Crazy. And the thing is, he's doing it just because.
Just because. There's no motive. Nobody did nothing. Like, I can understand if somebody maybe stepped on your shoes, maybe accidentally whole backstory. Like, this dude's the reason why Bruce Wayne's parents died.
Right.
Or maybe he just had more utilities in his utility belt.
Nah.
It's not that, right? It's not that.
Nah.
So
he wants to see the world burn.
Just literally wants to see the world burn. And unlike Joker is hands down one of the darkest villain characters that we've probably seen in fiction. One of the most iconic. He takes what the Joker does and just multiplies it by 10, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So if we get a story rooted in that, because there's so many Oh my God, check out the comic series. It's called The Dark Knights. There's different variations of Batmans from different universes in scenarios where they're all different interpretations of villains. So think of like a Jokerized Batman or a Mr. Freeze Batman or Riddler Batman or like whatever you can think of. There's stories that involve stuff like that. So, but he's definitely the most popular, and seeing him in a animated series, sorry for the rant, guys, would just be God tier.
It'd be dope.
God tier.
So dope.
So
It'd be dope. It would be dope. I was just gonna say, it doesn't even have to be like a full like 2 hours. You could just do a special real quick.
oh my God, I would take.
I'd take that.
I take, bro. Honestly, I would take 30 minutes of it and like just be like, oh God, yes. You know what I'm saying? And then just keep rewatching it. You know what I'm saying? So
all right. So in terms, now we're down this path. In terms of like villains, like DC villains. Top 3, real quick.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, just right on the spot. I haven't even thought about it either.
Okay.
If you want, I can go first.
Oh, I'm whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll go first.
Cool.
Okay, Joker's up there.
Hold on, do we get to say which version of the character? Like let's say,
I don't know. What do you think, Jeff? Should we do versions or
Does it
just
matter?
the base of it, or
Based of it.
base of it.
the base?
Yeah.
Just the okay.
Y'all getting the base of it. Maybe somewhere we'll gotta go, but
Yeah.
all right.
All right. So the Joker for sure. Okay. Let's see.
It's unique. This is unique.
Yeah. Reverse Flash is crazy.
Yo, he's a menace. He has Discord energy. Oh my God. Vocab word. We'll go into that afterwards. But Reverse Flash has Discord energy.
Discord energy. That's exactly right. And then, man, what did I do? Last DC villain. You know, Darkseid is a bad
Yo,
man.
he's
a bad man.
Yeah,
So,
he is.
Yeah, we'll say. Yeah, I'll keep that. Those 3
Oh
right there.
damn, my list ain't gonna be that different. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Joker or any kind of variation of the Joker, I feel like is just kind of like a gimme. Like I'm gonna pick the man that lasts over the Joker, and essentially they're not that different from each other except one's Batman. But so we'll say the Joker. I really like Slade Wilson.
That's a good one.
I really like Slade Wilson.
Good one.
So
Hell, yeah.
the reason why is because of you seen Teen Titans growing up?
Yo, Teen Titans was my jam back in the day.
It absolutely was. So like Teen Titans, man, like he was definitely one of the main antagonists against the team.
Bad,
and he would just, you can just see when Robin would see Slade,
Bro.
Robin just got always serious, down to business.
And
He's
he was
like,
cold.
Yeah, he was cold. He made Robin go rogue just so he can beat him. Like that's how I was like, oh, you got to be a bad dude to make the hero go bad just to beat you.
Yeah, oh, that's a great pick. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, okay. So Slade Wilson. I want to say Darkseid, of course, just because, I mean, he is like the DC universe of Thanos, except actually a lot more thug. That's arguable. Maybe like I think the live action Darkseid's a little more thug than the live. No, that's debatable still. But Darkseid's thug. If I'm gonna substitute out anybody, let's just because I feel like our list is a little similar to each other. Let me sub out Joker because I feel like that's a gimme.
That's fine.
And let me cheat. Let me just cheat. Can I get a cheat?
Yeah.
Good.
Cheat code unlocked. I'm going to absolutely say the Riddler from the Batman.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna let you know, like the contrast from what we've grown up with the Riddler versus Joker in terms of like animated series. Okay. Like the Riddler was like a Joker light because he wasn't as cynical. He wasn't telling jokes; he was telling riddles. So like, you know what I mean. But this movie made me fear a riddle. Like it felt like Saw. Like a guy, Jigsaw in the Batman universe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I was like, oh, like it just feels so much more dire and like this dude's so much more threatening or something like that.
Oh, yeah, all right. So you know what? Since you substitute, I'm going to substitute too real quick. I'm gonna pull out Joker because I feel like Joker. Everyone likes Joker.
Everybody likes
You know
Joker.
what I mean? So I'm gonna. And you went movie. Okay, so I'm gonna do Bane. I'm gonna do Bane. Bane was crazy, bro. Bro, his one-liners, bro. Whole movie. Yo.
You think darkness is your ally?
I was born in it.
Molded by it.
I didn't see the light until I was a boy.
Crazy, man. Like,
I'm like in my seat. I'm like, yo, this dude is dark.
He's scary. Yo, he's mad scary, bro. Like, so that was actually funny because I remember when I first saw The Dark Knight versus when I saw the one with Bane in it. I don't know why I can't remember the name of the title, but
The Dark Knight Rise.
Rise, right? Okay. The Joker definitely made me feel like I was unsafe. Like I was just like, it's just like what's gonna happen? Where's he gonna be? Kind of feel.
No, he did not care.
Like, and none of it made any sense. It was just happening, big scale. Yeah. But when I saw that version of Bane, I just remember when I saw him, I was like, oh my God, I kind of feel terrified.
He's a problem.
He's gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? Like, as if I'm Batman. Like, you know what I mean? But like, plot twist. Batman got his back broken, but hence why I'm so like, you know what I mean?
That was crazy.
It's pretty dark.
That was crazy.
But no, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
So I was listening to a podcast. Now that we're talking about Batman and stuff like that. I was listening to a podcast called Batman Unburied. It was a short podcast series. The person who played Batman was Winston Duke.
Ooh.
And he's the one who played M'Baku in Black Panther.
Oh, shout out M'Baku.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How did he do?
He did great.
Did he?
He did great. He did Batman, and obviously he did Batman and Bruce Wayne. I feel like they're both good. Let me just say that right off the rip. Right. They're both good, but I feel like he did a better Bruce Wayne than he did a Batman. Because it was all dialogue, it's not like you can see it, it's audio. So him as Bruce Wayne knocked it out the park. I'm telling you. But that whole series, Batman Unburied, if you guys like audio series, podcast
like this,
just like this one, definitely check that one out. That one is really, really good. A few of the bad guys in that one is the Harvester.
Heard of that one?
The Harvester's in that one. Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's in that one. Dr. Hugo Strange.
Yep, I know Hugo Strange.
He's in that series. And if what you have already heard is good enough, go check it out. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's really good. You should check it out.
Absolutely. Hold on, real quick, because I remember. Sorry, Jeff, I'm going to put you back on the spot, my brother, so you're going to have to ready up that camera. But we were talking about this, like villains in general. And Jeff, who would you say is the Batman villain for you? Because you said something to me the other day, and it wasn't somebody that we just said, and I just thought of it.
The Batman villain for me, it has to be the Scarecrow for me.
Scarecrow's nothing to mess with.
Yeah.
That toxin that he just engulfs on you. He just trips you out.
People be freaking out off that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it kind of reminds me of like DC's interpretation of a Mysterio, but darker.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I never thought of that.
Just hit me now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wow.
Because it's just, universe comparison.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure,
I think
for sure.
Peter Parker, obviously as tragic as it gets, it's just in a more lighter tone. With Batman, it's just darkness. You know?
Yeah.
It's just straight. It's people living in the dark.
In the shadows.
In the dark.
Lurking.
So, but and Scarecrow just looks, like a menace. You know what I mean? He looks like an actual scary looking guy to deal with.
You know what? It's I'm thinking right now, if we're going to be truthful real quick, Scarecrow, in terms of villains, lower tier kind of villain, but nonetheless, nothing to mess with.
No, not at all.
Mess with.
Not at all. Especially when you get that nightmare syndrome. I think what got Scarecrow just so easily overshadowed is because Batman had an immediate counter for it after his first time dealing with him.
Yeah.
So the nightmare, I haven't, you know what I mean, but I haven't seen too many stories. I'm sure there are some out there that really mess with Bruce Wayne. But every time I seen him like in a live action show, I mean the animated series, excuse me, he just kind of folded Scarecrow, which didn't do the character justice as much justice as he should. So
You know, I think
he's
Right.
at one point, Scarecrow took that gas that Joker had and mixed it with his own.
no, he
Really?
didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Oh, I gotta check that
Scarecrow
out.
did that?
Yeah, can you imagine that?
No, I
Sick.
can't. I really can't.
No, because that whole world would be upside down too and sideways. I gotta check that story out.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a follow up on that one. So,
What's your What do you feel about? How do you feel about Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul in the League of Assassins. So it's unique. So like I don't. Whenever I hear the Ra's al Ghul, I know he's a bad guy, but I don't think bad guy right away.
Okay.
Because there's so many different elements of Ra's al Ghul.
Yep. He's all right. So I'm glad you even said that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because when I think of Ra's al Ghul, for some reason I think of the Kingpin.
Ooh.
I think of the Kingpin. The only difference is between Kingpin and Ra's al Ghul is that Ra's al Ghul is part of this underground League of Assassins kind of like dynamic versus the Kingpin is part of a mob. Nonetheless, they're part of a bigger community, let's say. But I kind of see the similarities between the two.
Yeah, I can see that because when Ra's al Ghul pulls up, he actually is like genuinely bullying Batman. You know what I mean? And like, it's crazy. And I mean, a lot of the things that came out from it, like Damian Wayans, that whole story
That
from
whole
him,
thing.
the whole thing with Jason Todd,
Yup.
like there's so much big things that Ra's al Ghul has contributed to the Bat family, not just Batman itself. So that kind of helped shape the story. And I like him. But it's like, in terms of like a villain, I feel like it's so hard for me to say he's a villain because I feel like he'd just be messing with Bruce.
Can you say he's an anti-villain?
You just threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie to you. Me too. I'm not shocked. Hey, he's anti something, yeah.
No, for sure. All right, so yeah, I'm glad you said Batman Family. So they just came out with a video game.
Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to play it, and maybe shame on me for already having an opinion on it, and if I haven't even played it, but I do have an opinion.
Yeah, I think it's fair after games like Avengers.
When I first heard that it was coming out, first off, the game was called Batman. No,
It was like
Knights?
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights. Yeah.
Gotham Knights. Getting
Sorry
old.
about that.
Getting old.
I was excited. I was super excited
Me too.
because I was hoping it was going to be an open world. At the time, right when I first heard the announcement, it's going to be an open world, and you can like bounce around and what like Batman character to use to explore the city.
Yeah.
But I guess it turns out that the game didn't do so well.
Yeah, it had some shortcomings. So like I was definitely excited because I think the Bat family is so just more grounded like in terms of superheroes. You know what I mean? And we've had some historic games like Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knights, all the whole Arkham series from Batman that just actually really made Batman a strong, likable video game character. Because it's always a hard crossover to get for superheroes in video games. I don't know. It's
You know what I mean?
So the fact that they did that, and I was like, oh, the success behind that was great storytelling. It's really rich. It actually aged really well, where it looks beautiful to today's standards. That Gotham Knights was going to be it. And I remember seeing side by sides of like the cities from Arkham Knights versus Gotham Knights, and it was just not there. They missed that whole world that was built. That whole thing. It was just different tone.
Jeffrey, you played Arkham, right?
I've played all three except Origins.
Okay.
Oh, except Origins. Okay. How'd you feel about it?
I didn't like Origins. I played it for like 5 seconds, then I just quit the game.
That's hilarious.
What about the other three? Obviously, you like the other three because you played all three of them.
Yeah, I like all three. I like Arkham. I like
Asylum,
The Asylum, the
Knights,
Arkham Knight.
or something like that.
Last one, I think the last one's Arkham Knights, but I forget what the second one is.
I forget too.
Yeah, but those 3 games are good.
Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, you recommend it?
I recommend it. Yes.
You heard it first.
Heard it
Last
first.
Boss Hefe, he recommends those games.
Yeah, absolutely. Check that out. You know what it reminded me of too? Like when that whole flop of Gotham Knights, the game based off the Bat family. It reminded me of the Marvel Avengers game that was announced a couple of years ago. And I really, really wanted to like it.
You pushed for it. I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
I bought it. I'm such an idiot. I bought it knowing that it was bad. I bought it months after the review came out. Like months.
You just you
on
were just
sale.
hoping, you were hoping for the best.
Yeah, and I was hoping it was but I was sadly mistaken. So, I was definitely a little bit more wary with this one. So, but hopefully they get their act together because it's never too late to update games. We've seen games kind of come back from death, like No Man's Sky, and a bunch of other games. You know what I mean? So, Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? Just come back from the dead. So hopefully it's not too late for Gotham Knights because that's a huge opportunity that they can kind of land on. But kind of leads up to the question I want to ask both of y'all.
Ooh.
So out of the Bat family, who, aside from Batman, was one of your favorites? Like if you just had to narrow it down to one.
You
Go ahead. Yeah, go
me
ahead.
first?
Yeah, go.
Just one?
Just one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I know it's so
That's
crazy.
I'm gonna say Robin.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real.
Keep it a buck.
You know what I mean? Robin. More specifically, Dick Grayson. Robin.
So Nightwing.
Yeah.
Good old Nightwing.
Yeah.
I feel that. What about you, Jeff?
I
I respect that. I had a feeling you're gonna pick that. I don't know why, but
I like Jason Todd.
aha.
Yeah.
Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, it sounds like you agree though.
actually, if I had a feeling he was gonna pick Jason Todd, him and I have similar duties when it comes to some certain video games. But if he said Jason Todd, I was gonna say Damian Wayne.
I was just gonna say, in terms of like Robin, Batman's son is a very close second.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why he's not first because that boy got a mouth.
Yeah,
he's a flip of the lip.
That's
And if you get me tight,
no, he be
He's a
getting
hothead.
a
He's a hothead.
flip of the lip. He is a hothead. It's kind of why I like him.
Okay.
But more importantly is he backs it up because I seen there's
That's true.
There's some things where he was literally outclassing in one-on-one fights each and every one of them in the Batman family. Like his fighting prowess is just so crazy, but he's a kid, so he may not be as more experienced as other ones. Is Dick Grayson, which overall was the next heir, the perfect heir for the Batman throne. But
Now did he took up the mantle of being Batman?
so it is like so many different interpretations where I seen Damon Wayans pull up, and what's Superman's son name? Superboy, we'll just say Superboy, where they kind of both take up the mantles of their fathers. I've seen stories like that. I've seen Dick Grayson. I even seen a story with Jason Todd as like the Batman, but
Really?
yeah. But
I haven't seen that.
There's just like different universes. Shout out to Rob at Comics Explained. If y'all want to go check out and look into more comic book stuff and kind of keep up to date, or just by listening to it, go check him out on YouTube. So you heard it first.
Fire. I was gonna say something. Oh, I was gonna say, we were talking about the Batman family, and how messy is that whole family? Because Batman's son, the one we were just talking about, Robin, his grandfather is Ra's al Ghul. How messy is that? That's a messy family.
Probably why he don't keep leaving Bruce alone. You know what I mean? He's messing with
Yeah.
Bruce in the first place.
Yeah.
So like, it's the whole thing is all over the place.
I heard that. I was like, what? Who's the mom? Is it Talia Ghul?
Yeah, it's crazy. So, but it's crazy actually. Speaking of too, we're like, we love Batman. Shout out Batman forever.
Yeah, I can talk about Batman all
we
day.
can kind of keep going because I'm actually going to keep going with this one. What was your? Well, I feel like we're already talked about the interpretations of the Batman family, but back to like Kevin Conroy. What I was reading into is that there was a project where he was going to do, where they were going to do a new interpretation of Batman Beyond.
Yeah,
Which, if you're a '90s kid just like us, y'all know who Batman Beyond
I
was.
feel like not too long ago, I feel like you and I were having, all three of us were having a conversation. I was mentioning I would absolutely love them to bring back Batman Beyond.
I don't know why they haven't.
And now Terry McGinnis, bro.
Terry McGinnis. Oh my God, Terry McGinnis.
Dude, he was
Terry McGinnis.
It was sick. It was so cool because it had like a cyberpunk feel to it, and it's Batman. And you know what's even cooler? Like this. I don't know. This always stuck out to me for some reason. But when I was watching the animated series, he didn't have a cape.
Oh no,
He didn't have a cape.
I know.
And I thought that was the coolest.
Yeah.
I thought it
He
was
was
so dope.
Literally all black. Like he didn't have like the mouthpiece like Bruce
Nah, it was
like
just-
Bruce Wayne.
He was just black.
It was
and
just a
red.
suit.
And that intro, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
the intro was nasty.
Oh my God. It was just the whole legacy, the whole visual, the whole style of the universe was just so top tier. Even when we watched it, and even still now, like Batman in the cyberpunk universe in Gotham in a cyberpunk world, it's like
Dope.
whoa.
And then Bruce Wayne is Terry's Alfred.
Oh,
What?
yo, y'all used to the normal nice Alfred who's just a lovable guy, but Bruce Wayne was so mean.
Yeah, I'm so mad that they canceled that.
Me too.
Because if they were gonna put Michael Keaton as like old man Bruce for Terry, that'd have been so dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd have been so dope.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Did I say Kevin Conroy?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I messed that one up? Silly me. It was Michael Keaton's project.
Michael Keaton.
It was
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's project.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's just sad to scrap. But hopefully, with the whole DCEU, like the revitalization,
I'm excited.
they're bringing a
I'm
bunch
excited.
of stuff. So,
Yeah.
or just even kind of, I hope that shakeup doesn't mess with the animated series. Did they say anything about that? Oh my God. Oh my God.
All this news is coming.
This is
rapid
scary.
fast. Rapid fast. Like I don't know what's going on.
It's dark, yo. It's dark. So, so there's like couple of other things, like projects that I really want to kind of see. I'm kind of excited for the Joker 2, because that was announced
Yeah.
a little bit ago with Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
Right. And they're including now Lady Gaga
Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
as Harley Quinn.
Oh my God, beautiful. Oh God, hold on.
So,
Yo.
so I got a take.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I don't
No,
want to
you got a take?
I got a quick take.
Okay,
Just a
okay.
quick opinion.
Okay, good.
Just something on my mind. I just have to say out loud.
Are you worried?
I am a little worried. I am a little worried.
Really?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the casting.
Okay.
Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, down. Sign me
Okay.
up.
Okay. Okay.
The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that I heard it's going to be a musical.
Oh.
Actually, I was just going to say I don't know how I feel about that, but I know exactly how I feel about that.
I know. I can tell you how I feel.
I don't
about
like that. I don't. I was about to swear.
it. No, but that's the emphasis on how.
You guys already know. I don't think that's gonna work out well. I mean, I've been proven wrong plenty of times, and you know what? Let me tell y'all something real quick. Anybody that has an opinion,
Tell them.
Anybody that has an opinion, a strong opinion, that does not mean that their opinion can change.
Exactly.
And please prove me wrong. I hope this movie turns out well.
I hope so too. Because I'm actually like, so I'm incredibly excited about Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Yep.
Think it makes, honestly, next, shout out Margot Robbie though, but, shout out Margot Robbie. Ooh, but Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, one, she can easily do that blindfolded.
Yeah.
Because it's in the realm of character.
Almost like made for her. If anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, bro, you seen American Horror Story? You ever watch that?
The season that she was in, I saw maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
Okay. So it was American Horror Story is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It got a little weirder as it went. First season's definitely the best one. But when Lady Gaga got introduced to it, and her character, her portrayal of that character she was playing was immaculate. I literally was just like, whoa, I did not know Lady Gaga could do all of this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
You got me more excited now.
no, bro, like I was
amped.
Like I was really amped. Like after actually watching that show, because I was I got into you guys will know as the story, like as the thing goes, I'm a huge horror junkie. An American Horror Story was like, it wasn't scary, but it definitely had some really dark themes in it, and it actually made you like, a little uneasy. And she kind of kept that vibe going. So kudos to her in landing that role. And I know Joaquin Phoenix, the other Joaquin or Jaquan, as some people call it, will kill it. So
Yeah, no, it's dope. He's a great actor.
he is a great actor.
He's such a great actor.
He was in a very unique interpretation of like the Joker. Oops, sorry about that. Very unique interpretation of the Joker.
What version of the Joker is that, if you remember, in terms of like comic book Jokers, there's a goofy one, there's more of a criminal, there's more of a literally clinically insane version of Joker. Did I say mobster Joker?
He's in there. Yeah. He's like the one that we
So
animated series.
Joaquin Phoenix's interpretation of the Joker in the movie The Joker, or Joker,
Ooh.
I think it's called. I think his it was just another version of an insane Joker, kind of similar to Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger's Joker was almost like teetering the line between like a mobster and like obviously insane.
Insane, yeah, clinically insane. Yeah. Oh God, Heath Ledger's Joker was just
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
But Joaquin's is wow too. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Like Heath Ledger definitely teetered around the lines of being mobster or just kind of like an organized gangster mobster, same thing.
Like organized, but like chaos.
Yeah, for sure. And
that
like
makes sense, but it does.
yeah, and it's just organized chaos.
Chaos.
It's crazy. And Heath Ledger definitely, it was. Oh wow! I'm getting flashbacks of watching that movie. Like how uneasy I was. I watched that with Tana. Shout out Tana. And we were literally looking at each other like, "Yo, what is going on?" Like legitimately, because he was like the whole portrayal of him or watching him go insane was literally insane. Get my dad joking. But yeah, I'm excited.
You know who did Joker really well too is Mark Hamill.
Which one is that? Is that Batman Forever?
The animated series. So just the
Jesus.
voice. He just did the voice.
Oh
of
yeah,
the Joker.
the one we grew up with.
He just
yeah.
he did. So I consider him as the Joker. You know, he
I
wasn't in
respect
a
that.
movie, but he played Joker. And to me, that's the Joker.
That's actually my favorite Joker.
You know?
Yeah, the animated series really slapped. You know what I mean? It really, really slapped. And I think he set the standard of what Joker was going to be like, because he would just pull up, talk some smack, and just maniacally laugh in your face. And it wasn't even like funny. He would just be dying, and Batman would just be sitting there.
Just take
Yeah, literally just not even saying nothing, straight face.
Not a word.
And this dude be like, "Yo, Batman, your feet stink." You know what I mean? And this Batman's just like taking it. So like he's a menace. Shout out him. But man.
quick,
oh goodness
quick,
gracious.
quick fun fact. Mark Hamill. If you take away a few of the letters in his name, it spells out Arkham as in Arkham Asylum.
Oh my God, he was meant to be. Yeah.
So they did that on purpose because he's done the voice of Joker for so long.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. I like that. He leaving a stamp in DC history.
Yeah, so that's a fun fact for everyone.
That's how you know you nasty, if you're getting things named after you. You know, not for real. You know what I mean? Quick thing. I actually want to just kind of branch off real quick. I want to go back to the that vocab word.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, rewind about like 10 minutes or so, go back. But we're going to be talking about the vocab word Discord energy. Now, I want to break this down for you. You guys feel free, of course, to interject, you know what I mean, and add on as necessary. But if you don't know what the Discord is a server or platform that gamers commonly use to interlink, share messages, or chat with their friends. Discord energy. Now think of hanging out with your buddies. Now you remember that old Xbox 360, Xbox Live chat? You know that?
Yeah.
Y'all know that feeling.
Yeah.
Now take that, throw it with your friends, and just see what happens.
Discord energy.
That's Discord energy.
Just chaos. Organized chaos.
And just everybody just gonna throw multiple vocab words at you just right off the bat, because this is just, I'm spewing. This is a room where everybody has player one syndrome.
That's a vocab word.
Yeah.
Player one syndrome. We'll touch on that next episode.
Yeah.
I promise it.
But yeah, player one, that everybody in that chat has player one syndrome, and just everybody wants to cause a ruckus.
That's
Discord energy.
I'm the protagonist. This is my game. Y'all are NPCs.
So you'll definitely when of course you pull up to our Discord, you'll see what we mean by Discord energy. Just keep in mind it's all fun and games, and we all love each other. At the end of the day, we want to just make sure that we keep you on your toes, and we have these great conversations while doing it. So
absolutely, just join the Discord energy. Just come by with us. Man, it's a great time. We talk about everything,
and everything.
Exactly what we're talking about now, actually, from comic books, movies, video games, and then and then what's I think the best thing about it is that everyone kind of has an opinion on whatever it is that we're talking about. And again, we're actually, for an example, we're talking about comics, and we can go back and forth. We can talk about who's a better villain, just like now we were just talking about. So definitely pull up. It's a great time. So fun. Nerd Godz Discord. Check it out.
Yes, sir. And yeah, man, that's
yay. Hey, I'm good, man.
That's a good one. Yeah. I want to throw out a couple shout outs.
Yeah. I
had something to say, but it probably wasn't important and I forgot it. So reminder, of course, Big Richie just said join the Discord, but be sure to also tune into vibeentertainment.com.
Let's go.
Plug-in, for all things Vibe related. Be sure to click the link right here. Hold up. Here? Or is it? It's over there somewhere. Comment, like, subscribe. You know what I mean? If you like this episode, please support us so we can continue doing so and provide this elegant magic for your ears or for your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I like that rollout.
So tune in.
Yep.
And Jeffrey, you got anything?
No, nothing. I'm good.
All right.
That's all I got.
Vibe.
So
it's Nerd Godz.
Yeah.
You already know the deal.
Absolutely. Actually, want to leave y'all things. Oh, you got something? I know you got something. I'm nervous.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Do I?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right, I got something. Okay. What is worse?
Ooh.
Being erased by the magical pencil from SpongeBob in the Doodle Bob episode, or getting your outline pulled? Find out next time on this episode of Nerd Godz.
That's a wrap.
An individual who does not adhere to social norms. One that gains pleasure from amassing vast quantities of knowledge. One who is considered divine or otherworldly. We are the Nerd Godz.